He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Who got 17?
Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Room here to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. 4 down,
4 down. Check. Check. Fresno.
Detroit!
Check. Lucky.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Let's go. Four down.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Mariota. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Richardson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
One. Get that ball.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Elliott. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
One.
Play action now. Mariota. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Running with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, and the Cowboys are in for 6. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you...
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Lola. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Lola now to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. A final shot before the break for Lola. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56. Gun.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. It's caught. Shepard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Lauletta. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
One. Keep it rolling. Easy.
They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
One. Check, 93's the mic. One. Keep it rolling.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Here's Lawletta. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am. And you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Eluding the pressure right. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Gun!
Now here's Lauletta. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
4 down.
Here we go now.
A handoff to Barkley. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight right. Set. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You got 4.
Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a give to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. A big play here for the Cowboys. 45 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Mariota now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your fly.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Giants, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.